Hey there, in this video we'll be talking about some of the most common technical writer interview questions that you may come across when you're looking to land a technical writer job. And it can be quite hard because technical writing covers many different industries and it often depends on the industry and company when it comes to these questions. But overall, there's a general set of questions that you should know the answers to that will help you land the job. And a technical writer needs to have deep technical knowledge about the subject of writing, an appropriate balance of practical experience, qualifications, and the right skill sets. If you're a job seeker with an interview lined up, or even a recruiter who's hiring a technical writer for the first time, you have come to the right place. But before we dive in, my name is Josh Fector. I'm the founder of Technical Writer HQ, and I have over 10 years of technical writing experience. And I'm going to help you understand the answers and be prepared for these questions so you don't get thrown off guard. And before we jump into the different questions, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of whenever we come out with great technical writer content to help you become better at the job. Now let's go ahead and jump in. So the first question here, what are some examples of technical writing that you're familiar with? As you can see in this list, technical writing includes a wide range of documents varying from FAQs, user manuals, reviews, reports, brochures, proposals, memos, press releases, grant writing, scientific writing, white papers, and tutorials. Mention the ones you have experience with and how they had an impact on the previous organizations you worked for. If you don't mention the impact, it may not be worth mentioning the type of documentation because people only care about impact. Question number 2, why are you applying for this technical writer position? When you've gone over the basics, the first question most recruiters will ask you is, why are you applying for this position? It's crucial to not get fazed by this question and have a robust answer ready to go. This is your opportunity to steer the interview in your favor. That's because if you can convince the interviewer that you want this position and that it's important to you, the upcoming questions will only reinforce your strong position. The best way to answer this question is by starting with a little background about your technical writing career. Briefly explain why you got into technical writing or a relevant field and try to spin it in a way that's inspiring. Go into a little detail about how you started your writing career, include your first official role and how you progressed over the years. After that, explain that the technical writer position is the next logical step in your career and will help you develop a career path. Meanwhile, it's also important to use a company angle. Mention that a technical writer role in that company would help boost your writing career and give you more opportunities to grow. Question number 3, what other jobs are you applying for? Usually after you answer the question about why you're applying for the position, hiring managers tend to ask about other jobs you have applied to. The question is there to check for 2 things. How serious you are in building your technical writing career, how serious you are about building your technical writing career at the company you apply to. A green light will be if you tell them that you've applied to other technical writing positions in the same industry, but at companies that have different offerings. That tells a recruiter that you're serious about building this career and that you're generally interested in the position at their company. Question 4, what do you know about the job of a technical writer? The job of a technical writer is not as simple as it sounds. The job involves planning about the writing, conducting market research, analyzing data related to a product that you are going to write on, collecting additional information by talking with a subject matter expert, and then creating a document based on the findings. Technical writers also need to revise a draft multiple times to generate a final document free from misinformation, errors, and mistakes. Be sure to list the key points of this job position. Question 5, are you comfortable working with other team members? Technical writing is not the kind of job for a lone wolf, so expect your employer to know if you are comfortable collaborating with other team members. Technical writers have to talk to people, including designers, web developers, subject matter experts, and sometimes external leads and users, as well as anybody who may be in touch with the user so they can get in touch with the user through that person. The ideal candidate should be a team player. If you're not so big on collaborating with other team members, the job won't fit for you. You also don't want to answer with a simple yes. Take the lead and share an example of the different jobs, projects you've worked on where you had to collaborate with one or more people, or where you had to take the role as a leader. Question 6, why do you want to work for our company? Another question that you should expect. No company wants to hire someone just for the sake of filling a position. This is one of those questions that are often heard in interviews, irrespective of the position or career. Of course, this question doesn't have an ultimate answer as it depends on you, but to win the recruiters over and the hiring managers over, show them that you've done your homework, that you've conducted some research, and find out about the relevant accomplishments of the company, if you haven't already, and bring them up and how they align with what you're looking to do with your career. You may also express that you look forward to working in an environment that promotes professional growth and that working side by side with talented people has always been one of your priorities. Question 7, tell me about a past challenge you overcame. This is your opportunity to revisit some core concepts and experiences, prepare for potential technical questions, and impress recruiters. No job is exempt from challenges, and your employer will want to know how you face them. At times, every technical writer faces various kinds of problems while generating documentation. If you are aware of the potential problems, you will be better able to solve them. That's why recruiters ask you these kinds of technical writer interview questions to test your practical working knowledge. For example, you can say that there were times when the subject matter experts could not explain the topics as thoroughly as you would like them to. And that was because of time constraints. In some other cases, you had a problem in judging the choices of your potential audience because of the lack of information. So the feedback that you got from surveys or whatever it may be, maybe just wasn't that reliable. And sometimes there were limited resources available about the given topic and you had to manage with very little information while the expectation was on you to look like an expert. The important part here is that you want to mention how you defined the problem and you explained why it seemed like a challenge and then discuss how you overcame it. Question 8. You cannot expect to become a good technical writer based on only your knowledge of Microsoft Word. In fact, Microsoft Word has become an outdated tool when it comes to technical writing. There are a few newer and smarter tools nowadays that are used in technical writing and content writing. These tools help in SEO optimization too, managing documentation in general, including a whole database of documentation, whether that be internal or external for users. A technical writer has to rely on a set of content development, management, and authoring tools to do their job well. Having experience with different tools such as WordPress, Snagit, RoboHelp, Document 360, Proto.io, and many more are a huge plus. Mention all of the relevant programs that you have experience with and how you use them. Furthermore, ask the interviewer about the programs that they provided to their in-house technical writers. If they name a software that you're not familiar with, be honest about it, but at the same time reassure them that you'll learn how to use it. Question 9. What do you expect to do on the job? While the recruiter must have already shared the job description with you long before the interview, they may also be curious to know what you believe are the typical roles and responsibilities of a technical writer. The most important ones include create and manage personas, interview subject matter experts to ensure technically sound content, communication with designers and any other members of the team to finalize the content and documentation, performing editorial work and reporting to supervisors about progress and being able to measure the impact of your technical documentation. Make sure to list anything that you feel a technical writer should be paid for. Question 10, are you familiar with the concept of document development lifecycle? Document development lifecycle, also known as DDLC, is a systematic approach to content development. Its goal is to make highly complex technical documentation into easy to digest, unambiguous writing that effectively serves its purpose. DDLC consists of the following phases: analysis design, content development, editing and proofreading, publishing, maintenance, reporting. This approach can also be applied to regular blogging as well. Now, you may not always be doing blogging as a technical writer. In fact, it may not even be part of your job and usually isn't, but with different companies, if they know you have the writing skill set, they may ask you to blog on certain topics. And question 11, what skills make you stand out? A great technical writer should have a diverse skill set. Technical communication skills, especially writing skills, are prerequisites. This means you don't need to bring them up at all. Instead, highlight any other in-demand important skills that you might have, such as being able to use tables and graphs well, API writing, and document design. Maybe that's with tools like Figma or Proto.io. And that's all for today, guys. I hope this video cleared up a lot of your thoughts about the technical writer interview process. Ideally, it will help you land a technical writing job. And with that said, we offer lots of information on how to land a technical writing job in our certification courses on Technical Writer HQ. And we've helped countless people land technical writing jobs, and I get at least an email or two every week from someone who's taking our certification courses and has landed a job as a technical writer. So very worth it to check them out. And make sure to subscribe to our channel if you like this video. And if you liked it, then also make sure to like it. And that way you can keep up to date with everything technical writing from Technical Writer HQ. And I wish you the best of luck in your career journey, and I'll see you on some of the other videos. Cheers.